Well, I've got a way to do it without the Sawzall, because we've got the fence here, the table, and I'm going to try to do this without turning that on. And see, up to the blade is about 1.5 inches. Okay? So if I run that straight up on this side, I've got 1.5 inches. And so when I look at this over here, well, that's not 1.5 inches over, but that is. See, so I couldn't go right up to there because I would have to stop it. Or if I went 1 inch over or 1.25 inches over, I would get up to here and I'd still have to clean it up with the Sawzall. But if I come over 1.5 inches from here over, I'm going to have that little tit there, but that's fine. And I come straight up, my table will hit just the edge of this and go straight up, so I can cut that right like that. And so I'm doing the same thing on that piece right here. Okay, I just went 1.5 inches over, actually flush with that, straight down. Okay, and that'll whack off, and I won't need the Sawzall. Okay, so I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna cut this one here so you can kind of see what I'm up to. In fact, I'll do this so you can see both of them. Okay. Make sure you wear your goggles and stuff, and I got my earplugs in and all that good stuff. Hey, I'm trying to squeeze between you and my ladder, and I got my hammer caught all up in it. Okay, let's see if I can do this without using the Sawzall. You know what? I was wrong about that table. From this piece here, I would have to go another 1.5 inches. So I'm good where I'm at. I may have to cut this one off with the Sawzall a little bit. Oh, it's hard to work down here. It's right where the cut was. Look at that. It was right there where the cut was anyways. Okay, came right off. And now obviously this top little piece that needs to come off. And here's the screws that were in there from before. Now I should be able to hit this back and forth with my hammer and snap it off. There. I don't want to try to dig those screws out from the back side because it's all been painted on the other side, see? Okay, that cleaned it up. Hey, look at that. I was able to do it without using the Sawzall. Silly weenie. You know what? 8 feet is pretty close from here all the way down to the outside corner. You know, just right there. And I think that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm just gonna run it all the way down to here. I'm not necessarily gonna cut a bottom foot on it. You know, kind of like how that one is at an angle. I mean, I guess I could. Jeez. I guess I could. I could take a scrap and then measure it, because it's a little over 8 feet. So I guess, you know, I initially had it set up for 10 footers, and I've got plenty of 10 footers out there, so I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it right and make a foot on the end of it, just like those. And then once I get it exactly where it goes, I'll make a little pattern and set it down there, and then I'll be able to measure off of that pattern on up here to this point. That's what I'll do. Yep. Take me a little bit longer, but that way it'll be done right. So then, in a sense, the 2x6, when I cut a foot on it, I'll have the actual weight of the 2x6 down there at the bottom of the mud seal, and I'll take any weight off of this stringer whatsoever. If I ran the 2x6 on the side of there and didn't go down to the bottom like that, I would still put, you know, some added weight on the stringer. I think these stringers are fine, but again, I'm down here. It's not going to take me that much longer to do it right, and so that's what I'm going to do. Here's another important fact. I'm trying to do this just by myself, so if I had another person here, yeah, he could hold up the other end and all that kind of stuff. But if I cut the bottom like how it was cut before, I can set it there, and that can be my little helper down at the bottom as I raise this up and pull this into place and all that kind of good stuff. Okay? But I have one secret little weapon I'm going to use to figure out what that angle is down there. I mean, I could take a 2x6. In fact, this angled one, this is the one that I used for up in here. Okay, and that might be the right angle, but if it's not the right angle, well, let me just crawl down in there and see. I don't think it's going to be, but it very well could be close. Then I can transfer this angle onto another board. Yes, that's not the right angle. But I guess it doesn't have to be the exact angle. I mean, this would work. This could work. I got all of the weight just set on there, and it's coming right down to the bottom. I mean, it's no real different. And plus that bottom piece is crooked, and it kind of goes down. So I think I'll just use this angle, and then I'll mark it about where it hits down there, and then I have to measure my tape measure from that point on a new board. Let's say on up to the short tip of the piece coming up. You know what I mean? I was going to show it to you, but I'll show it to you later. I've got something else, but it's kind of like a square. It's like an L shaped thing. It sort of looks like a square, and I'm not going to get it right now. I'll do that another time. But this side, this folds down, and then you can pull it out, and then you can tighten it up for whatever angle you want. Then I could crawl down there and use one side of it and put it down against the one angle going down, and then I can adjust this to exactly where it goes and then tighten it up, and there's my angle. Okay, but I'm not going to do that for this. I've got another way to do it, because see, this angle's not the greatest anyways. See how it goes? It goes down. This isn't even holding other than right there. See, it's not even hitting down there, so what's the point? So all my weight will be focused right on that bottom plate anyways. Okay? And that's all that matters. Okay. Got my game plan. Guess I better go get the boards. I'm not sure if I want to get the boards out there. I'm thinking maybe I should just cut them down below, and then just carry them one up at a time when I get ready for them. I think that's what I'll do. It's just so tight in here, and I've got my ladder in the way and all the other goings on, but we'll see. Maybe I'll bring it in here. I'll bring it in. I'm not. See, I can bring it all the way out here. Then if I have to shave off a little bit, I'm right down in here. Yeah, I've got to move the ladder a couple times to get back up there and come back down and all that and get it out of the way, so I've got enough room to cut. I guess I'll cut down here. Man, make a decision, Joe, and do it.